I'll go ahead and start with the skincare products. Do you use skincare products? Atomy's skincare products are really selling a lot. The product I'm about to introduce has sold over 30 million units. In New Zealand, there are about 11,800 members. Compared to the total population, that's about 0.23%. Globally, Korea is currently the oldest branch. In Korea, about 6% of the entire population are Atomy members. That's over 3 million people. Even with simple thinking, New Zealand has the potential to grow the Atomy market by more than 20 times. This product, along with Atomy Hemohim, is one of our top 2 selling products. In New Zealand, there isn't much of a culture for skincare, and it's just now starting to gain interest. It seems like it will become even more well-known in the future. Let's find out what sets us apart from other products. I think those in their mid-40s and older will relate to what I am saying. Looking in the mirror, oh, my face used to look like this back in the day. I think I was prettier when I was younger. Wouldn't it be nice if the wrinkles and such here disappeared? I think my skin was better too. Do you know how much good skin affects your appearance? Assuming you have the same facial features, just having cleaner and healthier skin is said to make a person look 10 times prettier. More than 10 times is a big deal. Gaining 30 kilos and then losing 30 kilos is usually said to make you look about 10 times prettier. But the condition of your skin, even if you're the same person, can make such a difference. Shall we take a look at this photo? It seems inevitable that as people age, this happens. Everyone inevitably ends up like this. But not everyone ages in the same way. Let's take a look at a face in between. For some people, that's a face in their 30s. For others, it's a face in their 40s. And for some, it could be a face in their 50s. So, in the case of Absolute, we are not saying we can eliminate aging. I think you can think of it as a product created with the purpose of maintaining the most beautiful skin as I age. When do you think the skin starts to age? 30. At 30, the immune system starts to age. But skin typically begins to age from around 19 to 20 years old. Whether you notice it or not, aging starts then. However, for it to become visible on the skin, there's a significant variation in timing among individuals. So, let's delve into that a bit more. In New Zealand, it seems like the UV levels are quite high. Coming from Korea, I felt the sunlight here is a bit intense. So, if we look at it environmentally, it has conditions that can accelerate aging. When we say we are exposed to sunlight, we mean that we are exposed to both UVA and UVB at the same time. If you're exposed to UV rays, you age much faster than if you weren't exposed to UV rays. The temperature difference between day and night is extreme. I've heard from people at the corporation that you need to carry clothes for all 4 seasons. But when the temperature difference is this extreme, the skin ages faster. It is greatly affected by temperature and humidity. And in fact, the difference in heat significantly influences the rate of skin aging. So, what I really want to recommend to people who come here is, whether you use Absolute or not, it's good to do the basics for your skin. First, drink plenty of water. When should you drink it? You should drink it in the morning. Drinking water right after waking up has a significant impact on our body's metabolism. It's good to drink plenty. If you're dehydrated, taking vitamins won't help. For vitamins effective, your body needs a state where it can process water. It's important for your skin. If you're not drinking enough water, it won't help. You can drink 1 or 2 glasses of water in the morning, can't you? For your skin, you must use sunscreen. I'd appreciate you use Atomy product, but even if not, you must use it. Sunscreen products are for use, whether it's cloudy, raining, or sunny. Because it has the name sunscreen, some people think they don't need to use it if there's no sunlight. Even on cloudy days, long wavelength sunlight still comes through. So, your skin can still get tanned and damaged on cloudy days. You must use sunscreen when you go out during the day. For skin health, the most basic thing to prevent skin aging is blocking UV rays. And then how much you moisturize. These 2 are the most important. After that, you can use functional products to remove facial spots or smooth out wrinkles. These are the kinds of functional products you would use if you don't have basic moisturizing and UV protection. There's a high chance anything you use later will be pointless. Before we talk about the beauty of the skin, let's find out what the skin actually does as an organ. The skin is also an immune organ. It's not just there to look pretty, but it exists to protect the body from external stimuli or harmful physical things. So, in many cases, healthy skin often has its primary barrier compromised. When the skin is damaged, the moisture inside the skin starts to evaporate. Therefore, the most important thing is to restore the health of the skin, regardless of whether it wrinkles or not. By protecting the primary barrier, the activities you engage in can help keep your skin healthy. But Absolute is a product made in Korea. When I came to New Zealand, I really felt that it's a truly multicultural and multinational country. The skin condition is different, the skin tones are different, and skin thickness varies. Can products made in Korea be effective for all these people? This is something you need to consider. Our products are not designed based on the surface skin condition or race. The most distinctive feature of Absolute is that we have delivery technology. What makes it different is that it's a product with a completely different concept from basic cosmetics that just apply everything good for the skin. If you look at most cosmetics, they mention what ingredients are included. You'll often see content saying it's good because it contains certain ingredients. Of course, the ingredients in Absolute are composed of very expensive and high-quality ingredients. However, the real difference with Absolute is the delivery technology. Earlier, I asked if products made in Korea would be suitable for your skin, considering there are very different races and ethnicities. But the skin color is different, thicker. Even though the appearance is different, the cells inside the skin are all the same. So, when the skin usually becomes blotchy, it's due to activities happening in the melanocytes. Elasticity and wrinkles, keratinocytes are active. These are present in everyone's skin, regardless of race, skin thickness, or ethnicity. Absolute is a product that was created by considering how to precisely deliver the substances to each of these cells. This is the aspect that sets it apart from other products. Now, let me explain a bit more specifically about Absolute. It consists of 4 important ingredients, forming what is called the cell active code. It is probably the most expensive cosmetic ingredient per kilogram. It includes plant-based high-purity EGF, and it also contains dormin. Additionally, the dermal and epidermal junction. It includes lupin protein, which can actually play a role in linking the chains. It also includes Yosemite fermented extract, which is excellent for antioxidants. We have created a complex with these 4 important ingredients, and there is a complete solution with all the ingredients. This is called the Almighty Code. Additionally, there is a separate code that governs lifting. There is a separate brightening code. These are composed of 3 codes like this, which we call the Absolute Cell Active Code. For all elements related to wrinkles, lifting, and anti-aging, we have matched the ingredients that are considered the best. I think other companies could do this too if they spend a lot of money paying for celebrity advertisements. I think it can be done if they decide to invest the money into the product itself. The delivery technology part is different. This is not an area that can be achieved just by having money, because we have protected this technology with a global patent, allowing only us to use it. In the existing cosmetics world, there is no case where any cosmetic has progressed to this extent to conduct a cosmetics business. Let me explain cell-active technology in more detail. As I mentioned earlier, most companies look for materials that are good for the skin. You see a lot of ampoules sold in the market, don't you? Among those, for the products you often buy. Let me give an example of ampoules or types of serum. Many companies produce and sell ampoules of about 30 milliliters. Excluding the packaging, just considering the contents inside. Excluding even the bottle, which is the packaging, the liquid you actually apply to your skin. How cheaply do you think I could produce that? How cheaply could it be made? For 15 cents, I can make it. The ampoule you usually buy for about $50 to $60, sometimes as much as $80, or even $300 to $400, I can produce at the lowest cost. How much does a typical cosmetics company spend? Produce their products. The cosmetics industry, in fact, is not a business that competes on product quality. It's about how pretty the models are, how stylishly advertisements are made, and how much sponsorship is given to the celebrities we like. It's an industry swayed by these factors. As a result, there are many companies that don't care about the cost of production. But Atomy doesn't use celebrity endorsements, nor does it have official media advertisements. We also don't do sponsorships. Yet, the reason we were able to sell 30 million units globally is because of the product's technology and its quality ingredients. The money spent on TV sponsorships, the money given to celebrities, and the marketing costs for advertisements. We invest all of it into the product's cost. The delivery technology, in fact, is very complex and expensive to process and manufacture like we do. To put it simply, what could be done in a single process requires more than 4 stages of processing. And the productivity, mass production ability, decreases. Yet, the reason we continue to do this is, there's nothing we can advertise apart from quality. So, in the case of technology, other companies also usually proceed with the first stage of liposome formation. If you have even a little interest in cosmetics with liposomes, it's all mentioned on the packaging. It's a technology that creates a substance similar to a cell membrane, allowing it to be easily absorbed by the skin. But we attach a PTD protein to this. We attach a protein called protein transduction domain. What this does is it allows it to adhere to actual cells. And commonly, as we age, we experience darkening, wrinkles, and a decrease in elasticity. We attach beneficial peptides to those areas. The PTD protein we attach acts as a ligand that reacts with receptors on the skin. It ensures that the beneficial ingredients you use are delivered precisely to the right areas of the skin. As a result, with this technology and material, we have won every award possible for cosmetics in Korea. We received first place in the Korean Patent Awards, which include not only all cosmetic patents, but all patents. We also received an award for innovative technology that year. Additionally, we received an award for the most innovative product given by developers that year. So, a Korean product that received these 4 awards. There was none, and Absolute received them. No matter how much we say our technology is good, if you use it and it doesn't work, it doesn't really mean much, does it? So, we actually conducted tests with the product and have 2 results. However, in the case of something like derma density, most other companies don't usually check it. The reason they don't is because dermal density is a metric that you can't verify on the surface of the skin. We have it posted on our website as well. These are the actual measurements of dermal density. You can think of it as cutting a cross-section of the skin with a knife. When you look at skin that has lost elasticity or is aged, you can see that the skin cells are all crumbled and the cells appear to be collapsing. As you age, if you press your skin firmly with your fingernail and then release, you'll notice that the mark doesn't disappear quickly. When you were younger, it would return to normal very quickly. This is the easiest way to see the decrease in your skin's elasticity. But after using Atomy products and using Absolute for just 4 weeks, you'll notice a significant increase in density. You can see in the photos that it looks a bit firmer, right? As we are not stopping using it in 4 weeks, it will continue to improve with use. But this aspect is actually really difficult to achieve with cosmetics. So it's not usually measured. Most measurements are done on moisture levels on the surface, or perhaps the immediate brightness, or the feeling is measured. Does it seem improved? They ask like this and measure it. For Absolute, received a 100% satisfaction rate for how do you feel? I believe that data is more important than feeling. So, in fact, you won't find cosmetics with such figures. There might be some of you who still haven't used Absolute yet. There are also people who don't use it diligently even while doing the Atomy business. But you can't do this business without using it. You have to try the product yourself and feel that it's good to be able to do the Atomy business. Since we don't use celebrities, the people here are the celebrities to the new consumers you meet. Because you need to show the new person you meet how using Atomy products has changed you. Whether you're selling the products or doing the business together, you can do it. But if you use it the way we recommend, it will change 100%, including Australia in Oceania. I came to think that cosmetics have great competitiveness in the Oceania market. They don't use it. They don't use anything. They just wash their face and that's it. Maybe use a very basic moisturizing cream. In such cases, it improves much more than the data I showed earlier. The people who tested this had been using over a dozen cosmetics their whole lives. They were doing their best to take care of their skin, but even so, they improved this much with our product. In the case of the person in the third photo, the wrinkles around the eyes, there are people who don't usually use many products. They didn't even use it meticulously as we instructed. However, because they hadn't used much before, we were able to see the effects of our product being maximized. So, we can cautiously speculate that consumers in the Oceania market might experience almost the maximum effect as seen in Korea. They were really doing nothing at all. So rather than saying, use the absolute product, I want to tell you all that skincare is absolutely necessary. From the moment you start skincare, you can age a little less. So, after the skin ages and wrinkles form, it's better to use it when you think, oh, I don't seem to be aging yet, rather than when clear signs of aging appear. And even if you start using it as you get older, it will help you find the best condition for your current skin. We have 6 absolute products, don't we? Many people might think, why do I have to use it like this? I don't want to use even one, but you're telling me to use all 6. If I had to recommend just one to use from these, I would suggest starting with the blue ampoule. But no matter what product you use, it's good to get into the habit of using a toner. It has its own functional benefits, and it also helps with the absorption of other functional products. So, I really recommend trying the ampoule. If I were to choose two, I would pick the ampoule and the eye complex. The eye complex can be applied all over the face. Of course, the wrinkles around the eyes are the deepest and are expression lines, so they are the strongest wrinkles. That's why the eye complex is made to be highly functional. And it's also the most sensitive area. But the eye complex isn't made just for use around the eyes. You can think of it as a product that can be used with high functionality on any area with sensitive and deep wrinkles. Personally, I use it a lot as a substitute for a sleep pack. Women will probably understand this, as women's skin condition can fluctuate depending on their menstrual cycle. When my skin condition is at its worst, I substitute with the eye complex as a sleeping pack. This time, I only brought a little bit of eye cream with me. And right now, my skin condition is actually quite poor. I really miss having it. So, you should definitely start with either 2 products or at least 1 product. You need to do it every day. The most important thing is that you do it every day. Using it once and then using a lot, and not doing it for a week, is worse than not doing it at all, because it makes your skin condition fluctuate. It's important to use it regularly every day, even if you use a little. What do you think is the most important step in skincare? Cleansing. That's very important indeed. You need to wash your face thoroughly. You should do it every morning and evening. At night, whether you're a man or a woman, you must wash your face with a foam cleanser. If you've used sunscreen, you must do a second cleanse after the first cleanse. You need to double cleanse. Even if you haven't, you must wash your face with a foam cleanser in the evening. In the morning, it's not necessary to wash your face with a foam cleanser. I have oily skin. The method to check is simple. If you wake up and look in the mirror and your face is shiny, in that case, you can wash with a very small amount of foam cleanser or a mild acidic cleanser. If you wake up and your face looks dry, just washing with water is enough. And what's more important is the hygiene of your towel. Usually, people wash their face diligently, but some use the same towel for 3 days. A lot of times, the decline in your skin condition due to bacteria is because you haven't changed your towel. So, those habits are much more important than the products you use. I get a lot of pimples on my skin. I keep having breakouts. When you go home, change your towel every day. And if possible, change your pillowcase every day as well. After doing that, then use the products. The method we recommend is to use 6 products in this order. But if you really don't want to use them and you're not sure, starting with all 6 products at once might be too much. You'll get tired using them. So, I recommend starting with 2 or even 1 product first, and then gradually increasing as it becomes a habit. That's why we provide guides for use in Oceania. We create these separately and distribute them through the corporation. This is a comparison of women the same age, one in self-care and one who hasn't. You should consider which of these two people you want to be. The same goes for men. The person on the right isn't even smiling, yet wrinkles, expression lines are visible. I think this person has really taken good care of themselves. They have maintained themselves well, while the other has done so less well. If you don't do skincare, there's a high chance you could end up much worse than the person on the right. That's why I want to emphasize that skincare is truly necessary. So, in many regions where skincare isn't as prevalent, people often ask, oh, do I really need to use this much? The main reason most people decide to start skincare is because they notice, oh, Korean women seem to age less than expected. Korean women truly spend a lot of time in front of their dressing tables. They start skincare from a very young age, and they grow up learning that it's absolutely and completely essential. So, before using all 6 products, you should try using just one product and feel its effects before you can use all 6. So, we have developed a product that can fundamentally improve your skin. There is no other cosmetic product in the world with such high functionality. This is true within same price range. You pay 10 times more than for Absolute. It's extremely difficult to find a product with similar functionality. When we were actually developing it, the target price range was nearly 4 million won per set. Therefore, we are selling Absolute at more than 20 times cheaper than the products we targeted. So, you definitely need to try it. And besides the product I mentioned earlier, it would be good to incorporate a skincare routine. I've seen a lot of those kinds of photos. People send them to me via personal social media. They send me photos saying, I used it and look how much I've changed. For those who haven't used it, go home today and take a photo. First, create a before photo. It would be good to record how you change as you use it. Even if you're not doing the Atomy business, it will be an opportunity to verify the effectiveness of the product. If you start doing the Atomy business, these can become very important business tools for you. So today, I introduced 2 products. Since it's the first time in New Zealand, I introduced 2 representative products. I hope to introduce more products next time I come. I will conclude my lecture here. Thank you so much for listening, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you, sincerely.